In this video, what we're going to do is we're going to carry on with what we did last class, and we're going to turn it into a website. So in Fireworks, we've previously made buttons. The first type of button we made was by selecting the edit and convert. And what we did is we made the buttons. If you see the library, I've got several buttons. The last one I made was travel logs. If I select that and I click here, I can go duplicate. And now it makes one called Travel Logs 1. I'll just change the name. This last button is supposed to say About Us. I'll call it About Us. And I try not to put spaces when I name things. And I'm going to press OK. And then if I edit it, I want to edit the text in here. So I'm going to change the text. Instead of saying Travel Logs, it's going to say About Enter Us. And I say done, and it says, do you want to change the text in the other states, such as the overstate? And I can say, yes, I do. And now it's going to have changed that state, and now I can put the About Us onto the web page, into the Fireworks file, and I can leave it right there, and it's all good. The other way we made buttons was by selecting a graphic, such as this one here of the rafting, and what I need to do with that one is I wanted to go modify the symbol, and I convert it to a button by selecting modify to a symbol and say button, and I'll call this one rafting and say it's a button. I'm going to change the hotspot, so I want it to cover the text of rafting, and I don't want it to be in the kayaking one, so I just adjust, as you can see here, these slices. I adjust the area for rafting. I click on it once and I put the link of rafting.htm, and if I double click on it, I can use a button editor to select the button in the overstate, and I copy up the graphic and I select the button, and I'm going to say in the overstate I want the yellow to be red, and I want it to be 4 pixels so it really looks like it's glowing, and then I press the button here that's hidden that says done, and it's done. So that's how the two ways I made buttons. Oh, by the way, in the About Us, I forgot to put the link in, so I'll click it once and put about.htm, and travel, the link should be travel.htm. So I want to test it now. So we made the whole page. I'm going to go File and make sure it's saved, and it's saved in my digital media folder, and it's called Adventure Travel Website. So I'm going to hit Save and say everything's good. Okay, how do I make an actual HTML website? Here's the tricky part. The first thing I need to do is I want to grab a folder in Mr. Poy's assignments, and that folder is called Adventure Travel. So I need to copy that, and I'm going to paste it into my Infotech 10 folder. And I'll just paste, Infotech 11 folder, and I'm going to paste it right here in the Infotech 11. So it says Adventure Travel. Let me take a quick look and show you what's in here. If you look what's in here, you'll see there's About, Biking, Climbing. There's all the other links are in this page. So right now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 web pages. And what I want to do is I want to put this web page in that folder. So how do I turn it into a web page? What I do to turn it into a web page is I go under File and I select Export. So I go Export. Where am I going to put it? Well, I'm going to put it, I put it in a folder called Infotech 11. I'm going to put it in this folder called Adventure Travel that I just copied. And I'm going to call the web page adventure.htm. I then hit Save, and it's going to save not only HTML, but it's also going to save the slices. And that's it. It looked like nothing happened. So let's go back and take a look, and you'll see there's a whole slew of pages in here now that weren't in there, as well as some slices. And what it did, it sliced up all my graphics so it had the links. And so you'll see when I go and double click on Adventure, if I launch it, here's the page I made. So here's a web page. It looks pretty good if I say so myself. And the buttons, as I roll over them, they now all glow red. I obviously did something wrong with climbing. I'm not sure. I'll need to fix that. And the links at the top all hover over and glow red. I can test the links by clicking on biking, for example, and it takes me to the biking page, and I click link and it takes me back. The About Us takes me to the About page, and so forth. So I can test it. I've now made a complete website using Fireworks.